Hello everybody and welcome to the inaugural PokeHaus League Draft. I'm Rob, he's Connor, and we are here today to bring you guys something that I think is going to be a lot of fun, Connor. I don't know about you, but I'm jazzed about this.
Yeah, I'm pumped, Rob. This is I haven't competed in competitive Pokemon for a long time, so this is a good way to get back into it. Also just big fantasy football guy, so
yes,
love a good draft, love a good league forming. It's pretty cool. So yeah, very excited.
Yeah, me too. I think it's going to be a blast. I think we've got some awesome people in here as well to be, a part of this. This is going to be 6 teams. We are going to be doing generally the normal VGC rules. Instead of 1 or 2 restricted Pokemon, we're going to be doing 1. It's going to be doubles, best of 3s. We're going to go weekly, and I guess you guys will get to kind of see the rest as it comes up there. The normal bans, the normal, ability bans, item bans, all that kind of stuff are in here. If you want to know more about it, just look up the 2025 VGC rules. I'm also going to quickly introduce you guys to each of our teams, starting in the top left up here. You guys will see we have the Cincinnati Cloysters will be making it into this. Each of these teams, by the way, were picked by the players. We have a couple of them online now for the draft. They'll introduce themselves, or I'll introduce them, I guess, here in a second. We have me, the Queen City Ampharos, coming in here as well. Then we have the Oklahoma City Thundurus. Connor will be representing his hometown, who just won an NBA final. We'll also have the Chicago Sceptilians. We will have the Denver Dugtrios with the Alolan hair, to be clear. And then we have the Saskatchewan Sudowoodos. None of these people, by the way, are from those cities for the most part, except for the Cincinnati. Most of these people are from Cincinnati. We have one up in Chicago. Connor's representing Oklahoma City. So, yeah, guys, if you guys want to say hi, everybody's going to be able to hear you. And we'll start getting ready to get into this draft here.
Yo.
Hello.
The Saskatchewan Sudowoodos aren't here to play around. We're here to win.
Oh my gosh. The fear is real.
Talk to the paw.
Yeah, I am afraid. I'm afraid right now. We have a dog in here as well right now that is ready to own the draft. We will be switching over here. I am the first one on the clock, boys. And while I have been kind of trying to figure out what I want to do here, I think I'm just going to take a relatively easy choice. Give me just 1 second as I figure out how I'm going to do this exactly. Oh, no, this is not what I wanted. Okay, either way, I'm going to be doing Calyrex Shadow. That is going to be my first pick in this draft. It just feels like that's kind of the way to go. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong on that, but I am going to get that added here to our draft board.
Like a ghost.
And yeah, it is it's a good Pokemon without a doubt. I'm not going to deny it, but if you want to win, then this is what you got to do. So I'll be moving.
Get ready to defend against Astral Barrage, everyone. It's just it is a dual hit ghost move. He's going to use it every turn. We just have to get used to it. Just go all normal types, and we don't have to worry about it.
Dude,
that is true.
Snorlax is the play.
Snorlax has made it in, without a doubt. Now, I will say, for those of you who are watching as well, most of us have not really played this in a long time, or or some ever. So this is kind of like, I don't know, just a fun league with competitive rules. Hopefully, we'll show you guys some stuff as well. Memes. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Sweaty memes is what you could call it. But next up on the clock is the Chicago Sceptilians and Terius. Have you made your pick, my friend? Where are you at?
We're going to go with the logo. We're going to Sceptile.
Oh, look at that. A surprise.
Dude, I love it.
Love it. Absolutely. Yeah, this is really
love it so much.
One that we were not expecting whatsoever, but we will absolutely take it. Terry, so you want to kind of talk us through that pick real quick while I get this up there?
Well, based on my calculations, thanks to ChatGPT, I think I have picked out the best team around our logo friend, and quite frankly, the logo looks too cool to pass on, and I want to make sure I lock in that pick early. I think I've got a strategy here.
Okay.
I mean, this is a pick with so much aura. I think Sceptile has like a 0.02% use in VGC, so this is going to be a god team. I think this is really something built in the shadows that I don't think we know what's coming. Truly.
I mean, I'm pretty excited about it because we will get Megas here in like a couple months. So Megas coming back would make Sceptile even better, but it's here now.
A lot of speed.
I love it.
Speed.
Yeah.
Pretty fast.
No joke for a Pokemon right now.
That's scary.
Very excited about this. First curveball thrown. Let's go. Pick 2. Number 3. We got the Denver Dugtrios. Drew, have you decided who you're going to be going with in this draft?
Yes, I have. And honestly, in honor of sticking with my logo. No, I'm just kidding.
Okay, I was like, dang, dude, Alolan Dugtrios have made an entrance.
But I am gonna stick with the grassy boys here.
Oh.
And I'm gonna pick a Moongus.
Okay.
Oh my god, I'm so mad.
Connor is upset.
When you said pre-draft, I got some stuff planned. I was like, this guy's about to take a Moongus. I'm so mad. That was my pick. That was 100% my pick.
Oh, he was my pick. No
Oh,
doubt. Number one. This Pokemon is hilarious in design, but also the fact that they made it really good.
He's really
good.
And the last time we did play competitive, this was a cornerstone to my beef. This guy's good. This guy's good.
Okay.
All right.
I'm going to be immediately counterpicking a Moongus because I don't want to get spored every single round constantly. So, great. Rage Powder Spore, the most insanely rage-inducing Pokemon.
I am very excited. Drew getting a Moongus is certainly a good pick and one that I think will be quite frustrating. But we are on to... Oh, sorry. No, you go.
It's a Drungus.
Drungus. Oh gosh, might be changing his team name next season. We'll have to see, or maybe the long flowing hair will be enough for him. But we're heading over to the Saskatchewan Sudowoodos and TJ. I would say top tier name, by the way, TJ. Great logo as well.
Thank you. I appreciate that. It came to me in a great bat of inspiration.
Okay. Did it inspire you? What is your pick gonna be?
So I need a little information here.
Yep.
Oh.
You said we're not going to do terrestrializing.
No.
Correct.
Oh yeah. Also, no terrestrializing. Okay. Thank you for clarifying that.
Tell me about Terrapagos. Can I get the middle form where he's a cool big turtle without terrestrializing? Does that cut off the second form or only the third?
That's a great question.
Dude,
I'd like some rule clarification because the second form looks very cool.
You could probably use Eviolite, maybe.
It says he has to use Terra Shift, something like that.
That might be an ability. Let me look up Terrapagos real quick.
I didn't know if that's within the rules or not.
Yeah, let me see here, because I will admit I've not used...
I think Terra Shift is just an ability.
I think it is too.
I know.
Yeah, it is an ability.
Can terrestrialize, and it can do that thing, you know.
Oh,
but, I think
it is through terrestrializing. He does have to.
Is it really?
Or wait, no, it goes to its stellar form with terrestrialization.
Yeah.
I don't know the difference.
So you can go to the middle form.
If the third form is off the table, that's fine. But if the second form is good, that's within. We're good.
I believe you're good.
I'm gonna pick Terrapagos then.
Okay. Terrapagos it is. I'm guessing you would probably like the beefier boy as your part in the draft here, so I'm going to use that as your picture. I will say, TJ, for some reason it doesn't work out. We will figure out a way to change that up. But
it'll work out.
Okay, well there you go. Connor, this is crazy because you're now on the board. Things have shifted, I think, more than you probably expected. I know more than I did.
Yeah, this has been I'm actually so mad because Amoonguss was 1,000% my first pick. So this is this has changed my whole. I had a whole team built around Amoonguss. I really didn't think he would go first round. So that's tough. So we're on the fly. So I'm gonna take Incineroar because he's just good.
There it is.
And I don't think it's a bad thing to have an Incineroar on the team. Fake Out is pretty good. He's also Fire type. So Amoonguss, I'm looking at you, and Sceptile, I'm looking at you. We're counterplaying.
Okay. If it makes you feel better, I was looking for him for my next pick if I got it. If it got around to me, so right back at you.
It's stolen.
We're stealing each other's picks. It's good.
Another steal here. Very interesting. Now you guys will notice the Cincinnati Cloysters. Their owner is not here. Because he's a big old nerd and forgot to schedule himself off for this draft. So, we'll make fun of Chris at a later date. But I'm going to pick for him, per his request. And so, if you guys just give me 1 second here, I think the easy thing for him, and I think he's going to need all of the help that he can get, if we're being honest. And I'm going to give him the other Calyrex. The Ice Rider here. I think that this makes the most sense for him. And I think it's just going to allow him to start a team with a solid Pokemon here that, again, for some reason, I cannot get down there without this being weird. So I apologize that you guys are going to have to see me kind of reshape this Pokemon in a strange way. But, yeah, Calyrex Ice is going to be his Pokemon here. And then I've got to figure out what the heck I'm going to do with this next one here.
I think he picks again, right? Doesn't he pick? Are we doing Snake?
He does pick again. And looking at this,
isn't he more of a Gen 1-2 guy?
He is more of a Gen 1-2 guy for sure, but I don't. You know what I'm gonna. Do I screw myself over with this pick? I might have to. It's unfortunate, but
screw yourself.
I'm gonna pick him. I'm gonna pick him Grimmsnarl. Grimmsnarl is a good Dark Fairy type Pokemon, one that I think will give him a little bit of extra, I don't know, beef on his team, and one that we'll have to see, but hopefully he will learn how to use at some point. So, yeah, that's where we're gonna go for right now. But yeah, give me 1 second to get this loaded in here, guys. I apologize. Like I said, it's being super
I
weird.
love the pictures. So, this is good.
Yeah, I think the pictures add a little bit. They're a little more fun.
Oh, for sure, they do for me.
Grimmsnarl is a scary one. Grimmsnarl is one that I was looking at, I will say.
Yeah, Grimmsnarl is pretty good from everything that I have.
Calyrex Ice was also my definitive next pick. So, this has been a tough draft for me so far.
Connor,
every bit of plans have been absolutely destroyed.
Well, for the one that actually has competitive experience, this is how it's going to be.
This is good. It's fair. No, I like it. It is what it is. It just is what it is. Am I up next?
Yes, you are.
Yeah.
All right. I'm gonna go with. All right. Well, this is tough. I feel like I have to go Rapid Strike Urshifu.
Okay. There it is.
It's on the board a long time.
Yeah, I feel like getting the top two highest percentage used Pokemon isn't bad. They complement each other okay. They're both kind of slow. I don't know.
Yeah,
I've never used Urshifu. I've never really seen him, so I don't know much about him.
So. He's a cool Pokemon. I've used him once or twice, not in these types of formats, but I have used him, and he is a cool Pokemon. So he is now on the Oklahoma City Thundurus. Kind of feels like a good Pokemon to have there. So
yeah, I've got some beefy boys on my team so far.
You do.
Beefcake.
You really do. Now we're back to the Saskatchewan Sudowoodos. TJ, you are up. I don't believe Is Terapagos on the restricted list? Okay, it is. So your restricted pick is gone.
I double checked it.
Yeah, your restricted pick is gone.
You are right.
So where are we at here with you for round 2?
Well, I think I'm gonna stick in that same vein of beefy boys.
Ooh.
I think I'm gonna take a Rillaboom.
Oh, Rillaboom is off the board.
Really good pick.
It's a great pick. That was where I was looking too.
I was between him and Urshifu for that last one. So,
good
pick.
Walk us through a little bit of Urshifu or of Rillaboom here, TJ. What were you thinking?
He looks intimidating. I think he's going to bring a lot of presence to the field. You know, he's going to be one of those team leader kind of guys. I think he's going to inspire the field.
Yeah.
And when you think of a guy who's going to really dominate on turf, who better than a grass Pokemon?
Oh,
so true. I mean, and he's a nice compliment to the Terapagos. I feel like they would get along. You know, I feel like they'd be buddies.
You know, you gotta hope so. You know, they're the first and second round picks. You want your stars to be getting along.
Yeah,
I love it. Really, really good pick here for you there, TJ. I think one that's certainly going to send some issues for people like myself. Because that was kind of the Pokemon I was looking at next as well. So, not exactly happy about that, but that's okay.
Well, I love to put you in a tough spot.
I know you do, and I appreciate that. But that gets us to Drew. Sorry, guys, I haven't been looking at the camera as much. I'm over here, you know, making sure everything goes. Yeah, but where are we at with you, Drew? What are you thinking here?
So, you know, there's been a lot of picks, but I've actually, this one's been sitting, and I'm glad it sat on the board. So I'm going with the Beefcake again.
Oh,
we're sticking with the beef, and I'm going with Kyogre.
Okay, Kyogre off the board. What a pick!
Types are insane. It's actually insane.
It seems as though Drew and Connor are reading each other's mind more than Drew is specifically. Crazy. But walk us through this one just a little bit while I get it here into our list.
You know, Kyogre's awesome, so there's that.
That's true.
You know, I'm looking at this list of legendaries and which ones would complement my first pick, and then a grass water combo is, I mean, you can't go wrong.
Okay, I love it. I think that you're absolutely right.
Kyogre, I can't say enough about this pick. Great pick, quality Pokemon. This was on my competitive team in 2010. Has stood the test of time.
Let's go.
150 special attack, 140 special defense is crazy. So that's a beast right there.
That is pretty intense, and
I couldn't have said it better myself.
A good Pokemon. Good draft pick here. We are now back up to Chicago. Terius, you've had a lot of time. You said ChatGPT has helped you get this ultimate squad around Sceptile around you. What's going on here? Who are you taking?
We are taking none other than Latios.
Oh, Latios. Okay. Walk us through this one. I'm intrigued.
Lock it in, Steve.
All right. So my point of view here is that he's gonna be a fast special like nuke.
Okay.
Immediate pressure, very like obviously like you know, catch in before some opposing potential beefcakes can hit me hard. And then really complement some of my other picks I have coming up.
Okay. Other picks he's got coming up, too. Oh, boy. I am in
This is a scary team. I don't know what to think of this. I've never seen a Latios Sceptile. I won't know what to do. Like, this is the thing. There's no film on this.
There's no film on this. That is so true.
This is crazy, man. Love it.
Oh, boy. Okay. I feel like I need to get in on these beefcakes. So give me just a minute as I kind of walk through picking my team. Connor, do you mind talking through what's going on here?
There's plenty of beef to go around. I mean, I'll highlight maybe some solid picks left. Now, Rob can't pick a restricted. We only have one in the draft, so he can't take Zamazenta. That might be where he would have wanted to go for some extra beef. But that's off the board. You know, Lunala is not exactly a beefcake, but another highly rated Pokemon here. Ursaluna is one on the board I could see Rob taking, but also more of an attack sweeper than anything else, so not really like pure beef. To be honest, I don't know who I would suggest if you're looking for just an absolute beefcake. Snorlax is on the board. My goat, my absolute goat. Otherwise, you know, it's going to be interesting. You could go for a kitschy, you know, kind of like utility Pokemon, like a Whimsicott or a Smeargle. You could use like Endeavor Smeargle, throw that in there. But all in all, I mean, with Calyrex Shadow Rob, you're in a pretty good position already with damage and a extremely good typed Pokemon with 165 special attack and 150 speed. So I feel like you're in a good spot, you know?
Yeah. I will say I'm looking right now at some potential Pokemon with the move Wide Guard specifically.
Yeah,
I will give that away.
Great.
You know, that's kind of where I am leaning at the moment. I just gotta figure out which Pokemon I would like to take that will have that move. And you know what? I think I may have it. Give me 2 seconds here. I think I know what I'm gonna do.
Wow.
Yeah.
What will he do? Any guesses in the comments? I mean, I guess this isn't
He's
live.
gonna
I had to Google what Wide Guard does. I think he's gonna go with Tropius though. Looking at this list,
The Tropius pick.
That would be incredible. Okay.
I'm trying to look at.
I know what I'm going to do here. I have figured it out, and I'm going to be going with Garnackle.
Interesting.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah,
Wow. Talk about a beefcake.
Yeah, true beefcake. One that I think can provide a little bit of extra, I don't know, support here for my Calyrex right now.
Yeah.
You know, I think it's going to be a good Pokemon for me to... Sorry, I'm getting it in here. A good Pokemon for me to kind of learn a little bit more about, too. I never caught one in my Scarlet Violet playthrough. I did catch it. I just didn't... I should say I didn't use it. So that's going to be my next pick here. And then I've got to decide on a second Pokemon, I'm realizing. So, oh gosh. No pressure here, right?
I mean, I can talk for a second if you need.
Yeah.
I got you, man.
I appreciate that.
I got a question to throw at you, actually.
Yeah.
So we're filling out our teams here, right? I assume you want a good balance typing-wise across your entire team, so you can kind of offensively and defensively counter whatever. What are you normally looking at as far as like an offensive-defensive balance?
I think it's a good question. I think it could depend on, you know, the angle of your team. So, like, I think some teams in VGC have, like, a very specific thing they try and set up. Like, my competitive team back in the day, I would, like, belly drum the Snorlax and then psych up with my other Pokemon, and, like, there was a whole, like, 3-turn setup. I think I cut out a little bit there. But there was, like, a whole, like, setup to it where I had to be defensive. Otherwise, I feel like offense is just pretty much flat good. I mean, you're playing to eliminate the other Pokemon, so offense always good. But as far as like, is there a meta as far as the balancing goes? I don't know. I don't know that there necessarily is. So,
okay, I have my next Pokemon, and I think a lot of you are going to be pretty upset with me on this one, but I want you to know that I love you, and I'm going to be going with Dragonite.
Wow,
that does make me sad. I give you that one.
Yeah, Dragonite is.
I'm a little upsetty.
Yeah, it's a good all-round Pokemon right now. I plan on using it as an attacker, actually. So, you know, pretty excited about that. I do think that I needed that balance there. It's got a lot of really good moves as well that I can use. It's got some electric moves, some fire moves available to it as well to counter some of these water and grass Pokemon that I'm already seeing out here. So pretty happy about that. And I'm going to be moving it back down now to Chicago here in Terrius. What is your third pick here, my friend? What is your third surprise pick, potentially?
My third surprise pick maybe, Volcarona.
Volcarona!
Oh.
Really solid Pokemon. Okay, what you're thinking with this one?
Don't worry about it.
Oh, what?
Oh my gosh.
What?
No,
Hey, this is a good pick, though.
It is a good pick.
I just want to spread the damage, honestly. I need redirection.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I love that. That's
Corona, I feel like has been
Pokemon.
like sneakily kind of meta in VGC. I feel like it gets used to get a good bit, so I feel like it does a lot. Firebug, also just a dope typing. So I like it, the pick.
Picture of Volcarona is not showing up for some reason. Let me see.
I can see it.
It's too small. It's a bug.
Oh, it's not showing up on the draft board here. Give me a second. Okay, now it is. For some reason, sorry guys, it was not showing up on the draft board. A little scuffed there, but you know that's how it goes sometimes. We're moving on to the Denver Dugtrios for third round here for Drew. Where are you feeling, Drew? What are you feeling? What do you got?
Well, so I'm really looking to close out my first little trio of picks here that complement each other, right?
Mm-hmm.
There's a handful of different ways I could go with it, but I think this one will be fun because first off, I've never used this Pokemon in anything.
Yes.
And the typing's cool, so I'm picking Volcanion.
Oh, wow.
Fire water typing.
Oh.
Interesting.
And yeah, I just think it'll be a fun Pokemon to use that I've never tried before. And we're gonna see what we can do.
This is a fun choice here. I love this choice. Doubling up a little bit on the water Pokemon, but that's not necessarily a bad thing here. I don't know, Connor. This is a good one.
I don't know. I don't know anything about this Pokemon. I'm gonna be honest. I don't even know how to spell it.
Oh.
Right. When I saw it in the list, I'm like, "What is this thing?" And I was like, "Ooh,
ooh, this is working out well."
What is this Pokemon called?
Volcanion.
Okay.
And quite frankly, some of the other picks really inspired me to branch out and to make the team that I wanted to make.
I think that's the way to go. That is the way to go.
Okay,
VGC people are probably sitting here like, you guys are out of your minds. And you know what? That's fine.
Oh, yeah.
We're having a good time here, okay? So, you know,
we're wait for my next couple picks.
I mean, it's a stacked Pokemon. It has 600. Yeah,
the stats are there.
Yeah.
Same stats as Alakazam. Same Latios has the same overall stat base as both those. So interesting. Dragonite, good Pokemon.
It is a great Pokemon.
Kind of crazy.
Really good choice coming out for Drew there. Or at least a fun choice, if nothing else, right?
Thank you.
Saskatchewan Sudowoodos. TJ, you're up. What has your research taught you? Where are you at right now?
I'm feeling a little conflicted.
Oh.
I've got a lot of loyalty to those earlier gens.
Mm-hmm.
But after you stole the Dragonite, I don't know if I have it in my heart to take another one of them so high in this draft right now.
Okay.
And then Drew's got me. He mentioned typing. You know what? He's right. I've only got a normal and a plain grass type right now. I'm a little boring. So
okay.
I'm thinking, man, maybe I need to branch out a little bit here. Looking through these lists of Pokemons, I'm searching for inspiration. I think I got two options here.
Okay.
The only real question is, do I stack the team with another big boy? Or do I branch it out a little bit right now?
Beef.
Bring on the beef.
People want beef. The people want beef.
The people do want beef, but does the team need the beef right now?
I don't know.
Dude, are you about to throw out some Dondozos right now? That'd be awesome.
I thought too. It's funny. The team is beefy.
That would be a beefy team.
I think I'm going to select Miraidon.
Oh! Off the board. I was wondering when this one would...
Wait.
Oh, yeah, so it is...
Wait, is
he on the list?
Is he on the list?
Yeah.
Oh, he is restricted.
He looks so cool, though.
Miraidon's sick.
Okay, so no Miraidons for TJ. I apologize. I forgot about that. I was just excited by your pick.
Plan in place here, though.
All right. What was it?
We're gonna go with. Actually, let me double check this then. Not on the list. Okay, we're good. I wanted the electric typing, so we're gonna go another guy, Iron Hands.
Oh, okay. Iron Hands is beefy. I love that pick. What's your thought?
Hariyama was always cool. This guy seems like Zappy Hariyama.
That's pretty much exactly what he is.
That's
I
love it. Absolutely love it. Okay. Well, that brings us back around to Connor in the OKC Thundurus.
Oh, I wish I could tell you that I had any idea who I'm picking for any of my picks. I'll say this. Kyogre was going to be my pick, so thank you, Denver Dugtrios, once again for thwarting my best efforts to build. You basically have, besides this last pick you made, you have basically my team that I was looking to assemble. So
You're welcome.
that's big.
This is awesome. Love that.
Otherwise, this round has been so intimidating. It's just like I don't know what to think of this round. People are pulling out the special picks here, but I don't have a restricted Pokemon yet, so I don't know if I should take that now or if I should wait. I really don't know. So I'm kind of like half just stalling, hoping that something, good comes to mind. And I don't know that it's going to, so we're just going to roll with it. But let me make sure this is not a restricted Pokemon. Okay, it's not. All right, I mean, y'all talked about beef, and I think my team kind of has a theme right now. We're all like mammalian, humanoid beefcakes. So I'm going to add another kind of one of those with Ursaluna.
Oh, it's off the board. Okay, I was wondering. I will say that was going to be the next pick for Chris. So
that is a good one.
Dude, Thunder should be your peep. This guy's got muscly pokies.
Dude, I have a absolute. I mean,
he's got
we're juggernauts. Yeah.
I love it. I think it's a great Pokemon. I know it's more attack based, but you've got, I think, that covered in spades right now, Connor. You are gonna hurt.
So.
All right, I'm getting the Ursaluna added. Ursaluna, cool Pokemon, by the way. Love the design for this one. Our zombie bear has found its way onto the Oklahoma City Thundurus. And next we're going to be going with Chris's team. Now, that was going to be my pick for Chris. So, you guys will have to give me just a second here as I figure out what's coming up next for him. But that is a very good pick, Connor, and one that I think is going to make it a little tough on a lot of us.
There, dude. Look at that thing.
Oh yeah, he is no joke.
Yep, we have a kind of wild team here.
Oh,
dude, I feel I'm about to get pretty wild here. I think with this next one. No, it's not gonna get that wild.
I'm going buck wild.
My last two are gonna be straight off the chain.
Okay. I'm excited.
Do you have your mascot yet?
No.
I know your sixth pick is, so depends what the other two are.
Shoot, dude, this is tough. Trying to draft for two teams, guys, tough.
We can do it by the masses if you need help.
Yeah, I mean, can select a pick for him here.
Pick this man Charizard already.
What are these types he has right now?
He has Ice and Ghost and Dark and Fairy, I believe. Yeah, Dark Fairy.
So what you're saying is he needs a Pikachu.
That is true. He could use that. You know what? I think. Do I do this?
Give Chris Chi-Yu.
All right, I think I know what I'm going to be picking for him.
Does he have the Ice Rider? Give him Faraffareg. He'll love that one.
That is exactly the pick, actually. It is going to be for Giraffe, making its debut here in our league.
Nice.
A little that normal typing, I think, is going to really help him out. I think it's also just it's a cute Pokemon, man. You know, I think Chris is going to appreciate that. To pair with the Grimmsnarl. Really not not the worst pick in the world here for him, and one that I think he will end up being pretty happy about ultimately once we're all, wrapped up and done here. Now I need to get him a tank, because he doesn't really have one, as far as I can tell. So, looking at potential tanky options right now. Let me see what I can find here.
Yeah.
The Iron Bundle, the Iron Treads.
Yeah,
Yep.
Iron Bundle, but then he's got that ice typing.
Give him a Steelix.
Ting Lu.
Yeah.
Defensive
Ting Lu could be
stat.
good. Yeah, I was looking. Let me see here.
Ting Lu's very tanky. Dondozo.
Dude, do I
That's a
give him the
pure tank.
Dondozo, actually?
Pretty funny. He's a funny Pokemon.
Chris would
Iron
want like Gyarados, Charizard, Nidoking maybe.
What is this called?
You could do Snorlax.
Yeah.
Good.
Black.
That actually might not be
picked a
bad.
normal type, right?
Yeah.
I'm just looking at one Pokemon here that could be good for him. That's more of a bruiser. Wait, what was the one you said? You said Tianlu, right?
Yeah. Ting Lu.
Or Tinglu, sorry.
Ding-a-loo.
Dark ground. Decently beefy.
That's a pretty
Also has-
beefy boy.
Also has some good attack. Not a bad Pokemon. Very
You know
slow.
what?
About as slow as it gets. So.
I think he'll be okay with that. It does give him a double. Oh, he is really weak to fighting type Pokemon, but
Let's get a ghost type next.
yeah. You know what? We are gonna go Dondozo. I think Dondozo.
It's a hilarious pick.
Yeah.
Dun, 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 dun,
I think
dun,
that's going to be a
dun,
fun
dun.
one for him to kind of figure out how to use as well.
Big fish.
Yeah, big fish Pokemon here for him. One that should be an enjoyable Pokemon for Chris, to say the least. I'm excited about it. I don't know about you guys. What I'm most excited about is that I now have time to think about my own pick. So we are back up to Connor. You're on the board. We are halfway done. We're over halfway done now, officially, with this draft, and things are spicy. I'm loving it right now.
I'll make a quick, just a small programming note about my team. So you've got, I don't know if this actually matters or not, but you have the Ursaluna Blood Moon sprite for my Ursaluna pick.
Oh,
I don't know if it's different than just regular Ursaluna or not.
I can check.
I don't know if they're exclusive, but just know it's normal Ursaluna. It's chill. You don't have to change it. It's not a big deal. Yeah, but
Nope.
I
I'm
was
changing
scrolling and I
it.
noticed they were different, and I was like, huh, I didn't know that.
I think you're right.
There he is. Okay.
Okay.
So I think that
We appreciate
Pokemon
your
is
honesty.
available. I guess they're somewhat different, but I don't know.
Okay. Sorry.
Anyway.
Yes, we're in there now.
All right, so I've actually just been saving this pick.
Okay.
I only wanted to build a team like this if this Pokemon was available. And now Amoonguss would have been great for that.
Okay.
Now, I'll just say that. But this is one that I've never used, and I've always wanted to. I love
Toxapex.
teams that use this. This is going to be Lunala.
Oh, Lunala. Okay.
Psychic Ghost.
Solid Pokemon.
Yeah. Very excited for this. So.
As you should be. It's a great Pokemon, one that has
It doesn't
been
fit
used
my
a lot.
team though. Is the only bummer. Like my team is just a bunch of absolute.
Chads.
They go to the gym, just chads. It's just Chad.
This is the cheerleader.
Yeah, exactly. This is like the I don't know.
Waves the flag. The
Yeah.
flag runners or whatever. You know, what are they called? The flag
Color-
twirlers?
Color
Color
guard.
guard, yeah.
This is color guard for the OKC Thundurus.
There you go.
Yep. All
We're
right, we got the Sudowoodos coming up next. Yeah.
yeah. Sudowoodos are up. Saskatchewan Sudowoodos.
Here
TJ,
comes the G.
where you at right now?
I've actually got the pick locked in already.
Oh.
I think I'm on about this. My team's pretty beefy. I mean, look, these are just some muscular-looking men and a turtle, right? But we need to class the place up a little bit. You know, we got to appeal to fans of everywhere. So we're gonna choose a classy Pokemon next.
Ooh.
I'm gonna go with Galarian Weezing.
Oh, whoa, dude.
I like this pick.
What a pick. Dude, okay. Yeah, walk us through this one.
Yes, good.
I'm inspired by his top hat and defensive stats.
Okay.
No.
That's kind of the reason. It's a huge counter to my team. I'm like a all primary attack team, and this is a big counter for me. So.
Yeah, this is a really good pick.
Balance out the roster a bit,
I love the typing on this Pokemon as well.
Poison Fairy?
Yeah, I think that's really, really solid with the rest of your team.
I'm excited to learn what a fairy is.
Yep. This is the chance. This is your chance.
This is it, dude.
It's gonna be great.
Okay, Drew, you're up. Denver Dugtrios, baby. Let's see how we're going here.
Okay, so I went a little off the rip with my last one.
Fair.
But I definitely feel like my team, it might be lacking some just natural speed. So I'm looking to go with some speed and also a dragons are no good. Fairy type is a necessity. So we're gonna go with Flutter Mane.
Okay, it's been out there for a while. I was wondering when it would get picked. But it is off the board now. Drew, Flutter Mane is a great Pokemon.
Used.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's solid.
Picks.
This one gets some use though. I mean, this is a pretty reg Pokemon, so this is good.
Yeah.
When I first clicked on it, I thought Mischievous had a new evolve form, so that was like what drew me.
It's fair. All right, I like it.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, we're over to Chicago. Oh wait, yeah. What's up?
No, you go. I'll do the next pick. I'll talk while you're thinking.
Yeah, I was just going over to Chicago. Terrius, where are we at? What you doing?
I gave it some thought, and I think we're gonna go Indeedee female.
Indeedee! Wow. Okay. I do know that female Indeedee is being used quite a bit right now.
Yep.
This is.
I think you moved a row on this draft sheet.
Wait, did I? I'm on round 4 right now.
Unless it's me.
Might be you.
Row. Maybe I.
Sometimes you have to go back and refresh it, so it like
refreshed. We're Gucci.
Okay,
Indeedee,
but yes, walk us through the female Indeedee pick.
I'm looking at that Incineroar. I'm like, I ain't getting faked out. So.
Oh,
Dang.
okay.
That's it.
That's awesome. We got some good strategy being thought up here. Something that I have barely been doing at this point, but
Hey.
we're
Rob,
working there.
Do you have your picks? Or do you want me to?
Nope, it's all you.
Okay, so I think actually right now all of the restricteds have been taken, so I feel like it's a good time to look at maybe some of the ones that didn't get picked, because I think it's pretty interesting. I think if I were to highlight a few, I feel like Koraidon, isn't he one? Yeah, Koraidon not getting picked is a pretty big deal. I feel like that's a pretty standard top level Pokemon. I wasn't excited about using it. Got 11% use rate according to Pikalytics. Got some stats. Fighting dragon type, interesting. But I'm also surprised we didn't see any like Mewtwo picks. Any just like for the vibes early gen restricted Pokemon like Rayquaza, Ho-Oh. I'm just kind of surprised. I don't know. Would have expected from us old heads that we would have taken them.
Yeah,
Chris would have taken.
Well, he is not here to do that at the moment. So
that's the old head that would have did
Much
it.
like a fantasy football draft, right? There's a lot to be said about new and shiny.
Yeah,
As somebody who hasn't seen a lot of these newer Pokemon, even though I am an old head, right? I'm like, look at this big shiny turtle. I mean, what's not to love about that?
Yeah. Hey, embracing the new. That's what we're all about here. So I like to see it.
I've traditionally been a new Pokemon hater for the most part, but maybe there's something about this. Maybe this will inspire some love for me.
Okay, it's good. It's good. It's good to see.
it's about time. All right, I appreciate you guys buying me some time here. I'm still working through a couple things real quickly, but
And I guess Miraidon didn't get drafted either, did it?
Miraidon did not get drafted. No.
Yeah, that's another big one. That's kind of crazy. Wow.
TJ did try.
Yeah, definitely.
That is true.
You could have let it slide.
We could have. Oh, you know what I want? I just thought of something. Wait, is this on the list? I don't think it is. It is not. Okay, give me 2 seconds. I think I just figured out what I wanted. Or what I do want.
All right.
Which typings are resistant to Psychic? Besides
like-
other Psychic, I think.
Like that hit Psychic hard, or that
No,
are,
that Psychic can't hit.
Psychic can't hit. I don't know.
Yeah, what has resist against it? It's Psychic and Steel.
Probably.
Yeah, I was
When
gonna
it's
say
dark,
steel.
it can't hit.
I would say dark. Yeah.
Like, that's what I was looking for.
All right, boys.
Also, I'm just realizing I spoke way too soon. By the way, there is the Sceptilians still have a restricted spot to use, so I was way off.
Okay.
My bad. I was just counting up. I was like, obviously 5. So there are still picks out there. Anyway,
I was about to have the Steel of the draft in the 6th round.
Well,
Yeah.
I'm just gonna let you guys know now. I have made my pick, one of my picks,
I saw
and
it.
it's gonna be Iron Valiant. I think fighting is really good right now. This Pokemon can kind of go special or attack. It's got great speed, and I freaking love this Pokemon. I think it's a really cool Pokemon. So
looks
this
cool.
felt like a great, easy choice for me. So that's my first pick. I'm working on my next one.
yeah, this one, Iron Valiant, like you said, Rob, big attack and special attack. 130 attack, 120 special attack, but it is a glass cannon. So
It is.
60 special defense, 90 defense, only 74 health. So, yeah, it'll be interesting to see how you use that one. But it does look, it's certainly one of the coolest looking Pokemon drafted. So,
There's no doubt about that.
Is it
Okay.
related to... Kind of looks like...
Gardevoir. Yep.
Yeah, is it related?
Yep. Gallade and Gardevoir. It's kind of a combo of them both.
that's cool.
Oh wait, which one is? Make sure here really quickly. All right, 1 second.
He's deep in the tank.
I
He's
am.
cooking.
I am cooking a bit, or I'm attempting to
Let's-
at least.
Let's look at your team. So you have a Dragonite. So Dragonite is a just kind of attack sweeper, but also pretty beefy. Like has some decent other stats. Dragon flying, obviously. I forget what your rock guy's called. Garnackle or something.
Garnackle. Yep.
Garnackle, just pure beef. Also attack sweeper though. Rock, pure rock. Obviously you have Calyrex Shadow, who's just giga everything. And then Iron Valiant. So yeah, interesting team. A lot of attack besides Calyrex.
Yep. I mean, Garnackle will probably be a tank for me. Is I think where I'm
Yeah.
going to be going with it for the most part. But I do think, man, do I just do this? Would this be a fun Pokemon? I think it would be.
What is he cooking?
I don't know. I just got a.
It's
I got
on
an.
low and slow.
I got an ad, and so I had to wait for that.
Are you pulling up a YouTube video right now?
No. I was on a couple of different sites looking around, and I was like, oh.
Bros
I've got outside help.
Mid draft.
All right. Let me check one more thing, and then I think I got my pick. Okay. Man, I can't believe this Pokemon is not getting more use. But you know what? That's okay. Screw it. Here he comes. And I am gonna nickname all my Pokemon, just so you guys know.
Naturally.
Yeah, I have to. Wait, why is it not? No, show me the picture of it that I need. Crap. Okay, well, for now it's going to be in its shiny form. But I needed a special defender. I'm going Shuckle.
Shuckle!
Is making a return.
Whoa!
Oh, man.
I feel like
Stole my pick.
this is going to be... Did I actually?
No.
Okay, I was like, dang, okay. Yeah, I just felt like this was a good time. I was really wanting a special defender. This is one that I am comfortable with, one that I know from use in many things in the past. So I decided to bring out the good old Shuckster. And
Wow.
Yeah, that's on my team now.
I quickly looked. I don't think this Pokemon has been used in a competitive format since VGC 2018, Rob. So you are bringing back from the dead the turtle. I love Shuckle. He's one of my favorite Pokemon.
What are these stats?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it's just a beefcake.
ESPN stats here.
He's wonky.
Yeah, it's a weird Pokemon, but it is it's a beefy Pokemon. I think there's a way for me to use it in a really, I think, positive, good way for my team. I think it's going to be able to be tanky, be a little bit supportive as well. Connor, you talked about some toxic, right? Going to be able to lay that down for me as well, potentially. So,
he knows toxic?
Yeah, I can teach you toxic. So
that's kind of crazy.
You know, toxic, protect. I can set up some other stuff with it too. So
it's cursed.
I'm excited about it. I think it's gonna be great. So there you go.
So cursed.
It's gonna be
you
fun.
have two absolute tanks in your team. Like some of us have beef. You have armored tanks.
Well, that's the way I like to play.
Yeah,
that is definitely my preferred play style. So. We're back to Terius. Terius, you do still have one of your restricted picks here, my friend.
Yeah.
Where are you at right now? What are you feeling?
I'm saving it for last.
No. Okay, where are we going then?
I mean, yeah, they're all.
Take us on a ride.
Take it.
Let me think about it. Actually, we're not even. I'm gonna hold off on that. I might not use a restricted pick.
What?
I think I've decided against it.
What?
After some thought, I am gonna go with this pick. I'm going Lugia for my second legendary.
Lugia. Okay. Wow.
So Lugia is restricted. So you're good.
Oh wait, is it? I thought it was okay. Cool.
Perfect. Okay, Lugia is restricted. So then,
you're good.
Okay,
That's a cool pick. Lugia is dope as hell.
Yeah, Lugia is a fantastic Pokemon. Yeah, what's your decision with this one? What's it doing for you?
So, if you notice on my team, a lot of it's speed-based. And for Lugia, I need a speed tank, essentially, especially on the special defense side, and covers me with the psychic type while still being able to use water moves. To me, this was the balancing act.
That's fair.
Yeah, I like this a lot. I like this pick a lot. Lugia, I think, is underused in VGC, so this is a good pick.
I'm loving it as well.
I did not expect Lugia. That's sick. Let's go.
Oh, dude, you're gonna love my next pick.
This is what you get when you got a lot of people who don't necessarily know the metas right now, guys. So, and we're doing a crazy draft.
The meta, boys.
Okay, Drew is making the meta here with the Denver Dugtrios up next. What's this pick looking like?
All right, so I want an electric type. I think it's an important type to have. Let alone I lean water type, so having something to kind of help with that. So I'm gonna go with Pincurchin.
What?
Whoa.
What? Okay, you're gonna have to talk us through this one a little bit more. I'm curious.
All right, Pincurchin. He's got better defense than you think.
True.
This little guy's got Lightning Rod, which is a great move for me, especially in doubles.
That is true. That is true.
And I think you guys will be surprised how well this guy can do some damage.
Dude,
sick pick.
I love this so much. Like, this is, again, we're not going out here VGC players, but we are gonna have a great time with this team.
This is a huge counter pick. This is a mega counter pick for me because I'm running probably a Trick Room team, and this Pokemon has 15 speed.
So that's the thing too. This guy does, gives me a little flexibility against teams like that too.
That's crazy.
What a pick.
Oh man.
I don't know what to think. I'm looking on.
Drew is just going strictly after Connor, taking his picks.
I'm dead, dude.
And just
I try to look it up on Pikalytics. I get a 404 page not found when I click on that Pokemon. It's just too powerful for its own page.
Oh, that's too good.
Yes.
That is
the power of the
good.
Kurchin.
The power of the Kurchin, dude.
All right.
You got a lot of. This is fun. All right, I'm loving this. TJ, you're up next. Sudowoodos. Oh, he's muted. He might also be deep in thought.
Oh, apologies. I'm feeling a little conflicted here.
Okay.
My team's focused heavily on the physical side, but just like Avatar Chorus, completely ignored the spiritual side.
Okay.
By that I mean special attack and defense. So I've kind of pigeonholed myself into a weird spot in the end of this draft, right?
Yeah, it's fair.
So now I gotta fill my needs.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's got me thinking. I mean, there's a couple of different ways to go. But I think I'm gonna select Walking Wake.
Okay, the Suicune form. That
Yeah,
is
cool pick.
interesting.
Cool pick.
Okay, I love this. Yeah, what? I don't even remember exactly what it does.
Well, it says people take Protect with him, which I know is always useful.
True.
If he's got an ability, I couldn't tell you what it is.
We're gonna figure that out.
Protosynthesis.
Yeah.
Okay.
Photosynthesis. Yeah.
What that does, couldn't tell you.
Just a big special attack sweeper. Pretty fast. A lot of special attack. Pretty rounded defenses as well, though. Not a bad.
He's gonna fill a good need for the team.
Yeah. Really good stats.
I love that. Okay. We love it, and we're on Connor. Now we're down to you here. You are down to your second to last pick. What are the Thundurus gonna do here?
I don't know. I truly don't, because this team, it has beef and a color guard kind of leader icon, but it doesn't have a lovable sidekick yet, and that's what every good team has.
Oh.
So Sinistra
Yes, dude.
is going to be my pick.
I love this Pokemon, honestly.
Yep. Very cool. I need something that can occasionally, I need another Pokemon that can set up Trick Room, because, Lunala is not always going to be able to do it. And it's just a good little support. Rage Powder is a great move. Matcha Gotcha is a crazy name for a move in Pokemon.
Move.
It's a cool move. It heals. Yeah, so that will be the play for sure.
Okay, I love that. I think that's an awesome Pokemon. I think it's a really, really nice pick there for you to round it out. And now we got to figure out what the hell we're going to do with Chris's team. He's got some beef, some special attacks. I don't really know.
I think Charizard could be a play. Annihilate could be a play.
You think so? He's got Ghost already.
Yeah,
He doesn't have the
fair.
fighting. Wait.
Like Whimsicott, like a support.
I was thinking that, but I think
Smeargle.
I may have found a good Pokemon for him. Okay.
Ditto.
I think I did, because I think this Pokemon is going to be good for him to be able to kind of counter some people based on some of the moves that it has and can get. And it's a Pokemon that I probably would have picked for myself, but I'm trying not to be, complete jerk. Archaludon.
Wow.
Yes. I think it's going to be good. I think the typing is really solid for him. Along with that, I think, it's got some really strong electric moves as well. It's relatively fast. It's beefier than you would think. And I feel like he's going to have fun with this Pokemon. And, part of my job is to make sure that Chris has a good time. So, we're going with Archaludon as this first
pick. He's
pick.
got Dondozo as well, so he's got plenty of tankiness now. Grimmsnarl, and then he's got a couple great sweepers. He's got a good team.
Yeah, it's not a bad team. I feel like I'm doing him some justice. And then I think for fun here, let me make sure, because I really want to try. I want to see him try to use this Pokemon. Yeah. Yeah, I think we're going to do this. You guys can say hello to Mimikyu.
Wow.
Yep, that's going to be his last pick. I actually think it's a good Pokemon, one, and then I think it'll be hysterical to watch him try to figure out exactly how he wants to use this thing. So,
I like it a lot.
Chris's draft is officially done, by the way. We'll talk through kind of what our thoughts are on these teams shortly, but a really interesting team here for him. Connor, you're back on the board with your final pick of the draft.
Yeah,
what you going with?
part of me here wanted to go Brute Bonnet just to kind of have a Mungus 2.0, but that just doesn't feel right. And I already have Synergy, so I feel like I'm good. I considered going a few different directions here. I considered just drafting Growlithe because he's my favorite Pokemon, and just trying to see if I could win with him. I don't think that is going to happen, though. I considered the same for Smeargle. Love Smeargle. It's a good Pokemon.
It's being used.
Endeavor's a hilarious move with Sash. You can just take someone out. But you know what? We are the Oklahoma City Thundurus, and so we are going to draft Thundurus for our last pick.
Okay, Thundurus will be coming off the board.
I will be taking a Pokemon that actually has speed, so in case I need to do any kind of attack first, hopefully I can use him to some advantage. We'll see, though.
All right, Thundurus. We'll be going to the Thundurus. Fun Pokemon, without a doubt. One that I never really used, ever. So,
he's one of the only one of those guys that doesn't have Tailwind, so he's not usually used, where Tornadus usually is used for that. But yeah, he's we're vibing.
Hey, sometimes last picks are for vibes. TJ, is your last pick going to be a vibe, or where are you feeling? Where are you going, I should say more accurately. You are muted again.
RIP.
Oh, my apologies.
Oh, you're good. You're good.
You said every team needs a good, cute mascot.
Okay.
So I'd hope you'd explain to me, because I've seen him in this list. Why is Clefairy and not one of the evolved forms in this list?
I believe Clefable
is it for
used.
Friend Guard?
I guess, maybe. I don't know, though, honestly. I really couldn't tell you.
Yeah, I don't either. You could take it and see. I mean, it was going to be the original.
Not knowing what it does seems like an unsafe move then.
That is true.
Yeah, it's just all follow me, helping hand, very support. I don't know. Yeah, it's an odd pick. I mean, go off though. I mean, I would love to see it.
You know what? I'm gonna stick with my gut though. I'll take the Clefairy.
Okay.
I like it.
Clefairy is coming off the board. It is a Pokemon that is being used. TJ will have to figure out exactly how it will work with his team. I have a feeling this might be a week 1 drop, but we will see. I could end up being wrong.
Wow. Like it's so fast.
I'm just saying once he does some research, we'll see. I'm not saying it's a bad pick. I'm just saying I think
Rob needs to get with the program
if he's gonna do it or not. So we'll have to see.
Yeah,
I mean, Drew,
I'm getting hater vibes.
Drew, wait, you're talking trash. You're up now.
I'm up, and I think Rob needs to understand that to be a true Pokemon master, you need to be able to use the Pokemon you have in hand with you.
Oh man! Oh
just
no!
The strongest team.
Oh no! What's he gonna pick?
And I do want to pick the Dugtrio boys, but they don't fit in with what I'm doing.
It's fair.
So my last pick is gonna stick with some spiky boys here, though.
Oh.
I'm picking Overquill.
Overquill. Okay.
Quill.
All right. Yeah. Walk us through this one. I'm surprised. Good Pokemon, though. I know it can be used.
I don't think at this point it's very much of a secret. I'm leaning towards a bit of a rain team.
Mm-hmm.
With my Kyogre.
Yeah.
This guy's got Swift Swim. But he also, I could mix it up. He's got Intimidate, which is a great secondary ability if I wanted to switch it up on y'all.
That's true.
It gives me a good, typing range, and quite frankly, it's just a spiky boy who can hit hard, and I'm excited to try him out.
Yeah, I'm excited to kind of see what that looks like too, and what you'll be getting in there.
Of anyone,
you do.
There's no doubt.
My team's spiky.
It's not even close.
Yeah, you are the Spike King at the moment.
3 straight spikes in a row. I mean,
yeah, I like it.
Yeah, I do too. I think that's a fun Pokemon. I think that's a good Pokemon for you as well. Okay, Terius, you're up. Your last pick. You weren't gonna pick a restricted, then you did. Now where are you at?
Alolan Raichu.
Alolan Raichu. Okay.
Yes.
I love that Pokemon, actually. A lot of people don't seem to like it as much, but I think it's a really cool Pokemon. I think it's got some... It hits a lot harder than you might think. Is that kind of where you were going with it, or...?
The combination with Indeedee will make it nasty. Also, Nuzzle guarantees paralysis. So to me, like I need an electric type. I thought with my current team this works best, and I wanted a cute mascot.
Okay.
It's good mascot.
Well, I guess that leaves it up to me for this last pick. I am going to do a very brief amount of research, and then I will make this pick. So, Connor, I will throw it over to you here for a second.
Yeah, we've got the teams kind of coming together. I feel like each team has a cute mascot, which I do think is important for this league. Rob's got Shuckle, we've got Alolan Raichu, and Indeedee. We've got the Spiky Quill, we've got Clefairy, we've got Sinistee, we've got Mimikyu. So, I mean, we've got a great little lineup of adorable little Mons out there to hold down the fort for us. Yeah, I think these are interesting teams. I think if you're watching this and you're like, hey, I'm trying to go become a VGC champion, I feel like this is where you look. These are the teams. So we have laid the blueprint for you here at the Pokemon House. So I feel like you're good to go now. No sarcasm. All facts. So. Yeah, I don't know. I think there's different parts of each team I'm intimidated by. The unknowns of some of these Pokemon, their lower usage percentages are scary. So it's gonna be hard. It's gonna be hard to prep these Pokemon. I'm not gonna know what moves to throw on these guys. It's gonna be tricky.
Okay, I'm gonna take something that I never probably would have. I always even forget about this Pokemon, and it's one, Connor, that you actually suggested earlier. Let me make sure I can get a picture of it here. Yeah, I can. Okay. Final pick is going to be Ting Lu.
Yeah. Nice.
I could use a little bit more beef in a different way. This guy will help me to set up some hazards as well, which I honestly really like. I think it's a good Pokemon for me to be able to kind of absorb and round out my team. I will say I was very, very much considering Swampert as my last pick as well. But I feel like I would rather have something just a little bit, I don't know, different. You guys all went with different picks. I decided I'd go with something a little different as well. And that is going to wrap up our draft here, guys. How are you feeling about your teams? We are done. Take a couple minutes to talk us through, your teams and how you're feeling. So I guess I'll start real quickly. I like my team. I don't know exactly what I'm going to do with it yet, to be honest. I just tried to get some good attacks, some bulk to build around Calyrex, Shadow Rider. I'm hopeful that will be enough. We will have to see. I'm not 100% sure, but I feel like I'll at least be competitive, and that's kind of what I was hoping for. And we'll see if I maybe make some free agent pickups or not down the road. But we'll go down the list here. Terius, how are you feeling about your team?
I think I really like my team against certain opponents. I think I really like my team maybe long term. I definitely think there are some hiccups. I definitely think I'm going to have to strategize because there are some typings that I think when I lay this out work well on paper or work well in my mind. But like I have, for example, a lot of psychic types. I mean, that's a big thing to consider. I have a relatively fast team, but at the same time, like I have certain strategies that will only work in certain scenarios and against opponents where I wouldn't typically know what to do with. Like, I wouldn't know how to apply the strategy. Like, I'm going to potentially falter. So that's something to keep in mind and think about how I can make my team a little bit more ambidextrous.
Okay. Yeah, being able to go at people, well, in multiple ways, I think is going to be important. Drew, what about you?
I'm pretty stoked with my team.
The rain team.
Yeah, outside of not getting the Incineroar, I feel like I pretty much got what I was looking for. I knew the last 2 picks, no one was going to take those. So I wasn't concerned with that.
That was definitely a surprise.
Hey, get out of here. But no, I think in general, I've got, my team's got some beef. So no matter what, we're going to put up a fight.
Okay.
But I'm excited to show people the power of Pincurchin.
Yeah, I'm very excited.
I am as well. I feel like that'll be an awesome Pokemon to kind of see what happens with.
You're my first opponent, Rob, so you're the one who
I get to see it first. I know I'm going to have to try to plan for if you're even going to use it, but we'll see. I'm hopeful. I think I've got some potential counters for you. The Saskatchewan Sudowoodos, TJ, how do you feel about your team?
Well, considering we went into this draft with absolutely no strategy, I think it's got pretty good. I think we got a solid batch of young players here. We have veterans in the right positions to make sure everybody's going to be good. I'm going to look up why Clefairy is being used and figure out what the hidden tech is there. You all see. I am a little disappointed at my lack of more OG Pokemon. I think I let the new shiny distract me a little more than I should.
It's fair.
But if we're doing drops, we know Clefairy's safe for the rest of the team. I know underperform week 1, you could be on shaky ground.
TJ's about to drop every pick, but his sixth round pick is the only one that's
you
on.
You can't drop team mascot unless I drop him for Sudowoodo.
That is fair.
Yeah,
that's a good point.
Which I might.
That is fair. All right, Connor, you're the last one, and then we can all talk about Chris's team.
Yeah, I feel pretty good. I feel like this is a team with a clear identity. Like I know what I'm going to be trying to do every round, every game, and it's going to be to have Trick Room setups most likely, and then just kind of bulk people out. It kind of fell to me this way. I didn't necessarily plan it. I actually wanted truly Amoonguss and Kyogre to be on my team to use setups with that. So yeah, it goes. That's how it goes. It's great to have Amoonguss with Kyogre because if they have a fire type, you have Kyogre. That's the biggest thing that can hurt Amoonguss. So it's a great synergy. Mad respect to Drew for the pick, but I think what I have is good here. I think I can handle it, and I don't know. I want to try and figure out how to use Thundurus, but I really have no idea. He's just kind of there to represent. So here we are.
That's why again we are going to be allowing for 1 drop a week. So that people aren't just dropping their whole teams and trying to pick up new stuff. So, we'll have to see how that all plays out. There will probably be some drops after week 1. I'm intrigued to see which ones they're going to be and how it's all going to work out. Last one here, guys, I just tried my best here with Chris's team to just kind of come up with some stuff that I thought could be good for these Cincinnati Cloysters. I don't think it's a bad team. I think it has a lot of coverages. I think it is a pretty balanced team as well. Whether or not he's going to figure out how to use Pokemon like Dondozo correctly, like Mimikyu correctly, I really don't know. And that's not meant as an insult. I mean, I still don't even know exactly what I'd want to do with Dondozo. But I don't even know if necessarily Dondozo's as good without the whole Tatsugiri, combination. I would have to look that up. I've not used that Pokemon competitively at all. I literally just caught it for my living decks, and that's pretty much it. So, I guess last thing we'll do real quickly, final thoughts. Team that you like the most that's not your team. I will start first here, and I am going to pick... I think I'm going to pick Drew's team. He's got a clear identity. I like this team. I'll be interested to see if anything gets changed out here over the next few weeks, but I like the synergy with a lot of these Pokemon. So that'll be it for me. Terius, what about you?
Gotta say, I do like the Oklahoma City Thundurus. I think the team is very well balanced. I think it's gonna, especially, obviously, like choosing some traditional picks alongside with some, on the spot decisions. I think this is a team to look out for.
Okay, Connor getting some love there. All right, Drew, what about you?
say I'm a fan of the Sceptilians over here. Picking their mascot team pick is great. Lugia, one of my faves. I think they're a fun team.
I love it. Okay, TJ, what about you?
I have to choose the Sceptilians for a similar reason. It's got the most recognizable guys on it. It feels the most like home to me.
Okay, wow, getting a lot of love here for the Chicago squad out there. What about you, Connor?
Yeah, it's tough. I think there's a lot to love about every team. I mean, I think there's a reason for me to choose almost every single one. I mean, I've mentioned a lot about Drew's team. I think it has multiple Pokemon I was going to pick. Calyrex Shadow would have been my first pick, though. I think so. I have to give some props to Rob's team. Rob, your team is, I think it's volatile. If I can't figure out your team, it will be a floundering of all flounders by me. So it's a little scary. I am going to give it though to these Sudowoodos. I'm a big fan of the Clefairy pick mainly. I think this is what the whole league should be put on notice by this Clefairy pick. But for real, I like the Terrapagos quite a bit. There's a lot of the team that I like, a lot of good value, and another one that it's not that it doesn't have an identity. It's just that I don't know necessarily how to. If I were to like write out right now how to beat the Sudowoodos, I wouldn't know what to write down. So that's a little scary. I gotta respect it.
I've got to admit, the Clefairy pick, if somebody's going to figure out how to use it correctly, it's going to be TJ, and I'm really excited to see how he does that.
It's got to be something. It can't be nothing.
I agree.
It's getting used, so there's no doubt about it. But yeah, guys, I mean, that is going to do it for us here at the PokeHaus League, the inaugural draft for Season 1. You guys can watch us. This is going to be coming out on a weekly basis over at PokeHaus. We haven't figured out exactly how we want to deliver it to you guys. I think we've got some pretty fun ideas. So, by the time that this comes out and, we may do week 1 with it. We may do week 1 the next week. You guys will just have to, like and subscribe. You'll just have to make sure you're not missing out on this league. If nothing else, it's going to be entertaining. And I think that that's honestly half the reason why you watch stuff anyways, right? So we do appreciate any of you for your thoughts, opinions on these teams. Pick a team that you think is going to do well. Pick a team that you are going to support. Connor, you got any final thoughts before we wrap it up?
Yeah, it's a living, breathing league. We made changes to the rules minutes before starting the draft. So if you have any ideas, let us know in the comments. This is kind of this is for us because we are doing it because we want to have fun, and this is a awesome thing to do. Do this with your friends if you're feeling inspired, and let us know how you would make this league better. We're open to ideas. We want this to be dope, so let us know in the comments.
Yeah, we look forward to it. But like I said, that's going to wrap it up for us. So from our house to yours, we'll catch you guys on the next one.